Alright guys, so iOS 14 has been released about a week now. I've had a little time to play with it, and I want to show you what my top 5 favorite new features are. But first, for those of you new to my channel, welcome. I'm Andy, I like talking tech. I'm also new to my channel, so thanks for tuning in. Give me a little support as I try to get spun up here. Do me a favor, drop me a comment down below. Give me some video ideas. If it's something you want to hear me talk about or something you're interested in, I'm happy to dive into it for you. And press subscribe so as I drop new content, you're not going to miss anything. So let's get into it. So my first favorite new feature, widgets. So for those of us that are fans of the iOS platform, I myself have had an iPhone for many years, but I have always kept a close eye on the competing platforms. So Android, right? They've had widgets for a while now. So in typical Apple fashion, they're not late to the party. They've done it in their own way. We'll see what that really means here. In the end, it means you can add more information at a glance to your home screen. So I've done that. I'm going to show you what I did to mine. So you can add customized widgets like I did here, or built-in widgets that are inside Apple's iOS built-in. So photos, snippets from existing apps, things like that. Really neat. This helps me, I know, just getting a quick glance at information without having to tap into an app. Okay, number 2, app library. So this really falls into the app organization category. I don't know if this was really a required feature for users or something a lot of users really clamored about, but really what this is the ability for iOS now to automatically organize your apps for you and put them in folders based on usage and category. So all your finance apps might be automatically synced up. All your recently used app, they claim will be within a tap. So I haven't been able to see too much improvement here over a week's time, but I'm expecting as time goes on and it learns my usage patterns, it will really massage my app library to suit how I use my phone. Either way, I think this is a step in the right direction. Along with app library, it also gives you the ability to hide your home screens. So as we all come to learn, as you download apps, you just get home screen after home screen after home screen filled with all the apps you have. And either you got to organize them manually into folders or move them around to the first home screen or remember which home screen you put it on. Luckily, Apple has always had a strong search feature built in across their entire ecosystem, but this I think takes it to the next level with automatic organization features. I think this is pretty cool. Okay, number 3, new messaging enhancements. So this is another one that falls into that category of implementing things that might already be in existence in other platforms, but again, if you like to stick with all the stuff on your iPhone, this puts everything in there and gives you all the nice new features right at your disposal. So what can you do? You can now pin conversations. So if there's somebody you text with regularly, you can pin that so that conversation is always at the top. Inline replies. This is a very common one, especially for those group text messages where maybe people are responding out of order and you want to go back a couple messages and respond to that message. But by the time you respond, it's not clear you're responding to that previous message, so it's kind of out of context, it can be confusing now. With inline replies, now you can go back and respond to that message that maybe you missed and you didn't reply in a very timely fashion, and the confusion's gone. So this was a very much needed addition to messages. Message filtering. This is pretty cool, and I found this very useful, where you can turn this on in your settings and it'll automatically filter out unknown senders versus people that are in your contacts list. So if you think you get a lot of spam texts, this will automatically filter those out for you, or maybe you're just trying to keep text messages from people you just met, or maybe you're having work on your house and you have a contractor sending you updates. It just keeps everything nice and tidy, separated for you. And lastly, one of my favorite features, and I know this is, I'm a Microsoft Teams user in my day-to-day job, and this has been very useful, is mentions. So now, in a group text, you could call out somebody by name and reply to them. Again, when you're texting in a group and you're replying out of order, Sometimes this isn't possible, it gets confusing, a little ambiguous, but with mentions, you can clearly state the person's name, they get notified, and you write your reply. Now they know it was for them, clears everything right up. Okay. One of the more interesting features here I think Apple has implemented, and this takes a page, I think, out of Tesla's book. Yes, Tesla, is car keys. And this goes along with their CarPlay feature, which I think is really going to set an industry trend here. Car keys is going to enable you to unlock and start your car with just your phone. That's right. You won't need your keys. You can leave them at home. You just need your phone. Now, there's a lot here to talk about, right? This is an interesting feature. It's only available on a handful of manufacturers right now. I think BMW was one of the forefront mentions when they released this operating system, and I'm sure many are going to be a fast follow to adopt this because iPhones are ubiquitous these days, right? So this would be a logical move for those car manufacturers to deploy on their platforms. But what does this really mean? One, it gives iPhone the power to unlock and start your car. And that really sets it apart from other phone manufacturers, at least today. So this is Apple, I think, jumping ahead in the game to really take advantage. They did think this through. I have not been able to test this. I don't have a brand new car, so I won't be able to test this firsthand. But just in reading their release notes, it seems like they really thought this through. For example, if your phone is low on battery, maybe one of the more obvious concerns, there will be an automatic battery power reserve set aside if you have car keys enabled to still allow you to start your car and get home. Okay, so that's a step in the right direction. There's probably a few more things there to iron out. But again, I won't be able to test it, but if I learn more, I'm gonna hopefully bring that to you guys and we can talk about it in a future time. Number 5, AirPods. I don't know about you guys, but I love my AirPods. I still have the first gen, not the Pro, not the wireless case, but I love just the wireless nature of them. They sync right up to my iPhone or my iPad or my iMac. Works seamlessly across those devices. But here's where this update really impacts at least my day-to-day life. Whenever I switch devices, I have to manually go into my Bluetooth settings, manually select AirPods, and then wait for it to transfer over and make the connection. Okay, it's only like 3 clicks, but come on, it's 2020. I shouldn't need to do that anymore. Well, with this new iOS update, I shouldn't have to. Now, I've only been using this for about a week, and so far, my experience is about 50-50 between my iPhone and, I'm recording this with my iPhone, with my iPhone and my iPad. I've had about a 50% success rate of it recognizing the device that I'm trying to use. And I don't know if that's going to get better over time with data, or it needs input from me, or what. I have to dig in a little bit. Maybe there's a setting I need to enable. But exciting feature nonetheless. That's just another step in the right direction to make your everyday life a little bit easier. So, all right. So you made it this far in the video. I teased you a bonus feature. So thanks for sticking around. Again, if you like the content, hit the thumbs up for me. Let me know. If you didn't like it, drop me a comment and let me know what else you'd like to hear about. I'd love to get new ideas and bring you guys new and exciting tech topics to talk about. So this bonus content, or this bonus feature, it's not a major feature, which is why it probably didn't make it to the top of the list, even on Apple's notes for releases in iOS 14. But this is really cool, and it takes advantage of some of the sensors built into the iPhone, and particularly here, the accelerometer. So this feature is called Back Tap. You can find it pretty easily if you go into your settings, swipe down to get the search bar, and just type in Back Tap. What this allows you to do is, as you're holding your phone in your hand, you take one finger, you tap either twice or 3 times on the back of the phone. That's right, not the screen, not on the button, on the back of the phone. This will enable you to enable any number of shortcuts on your phone. So for me, what I found I use a lot is my control center. So that little menu where you swipe down from the top right, or an iPhone SE from the bottom. I use that a lot for QR code reading, getting my camera, calculator, whatever. It's one of my mostly used features. Now with Back Tap, I can do it with one hand, just tap the back of the phone, boom, it shows up. I think that's pretty cool. I only enabled the double tap because for me, I don't know how good it would be at recognizing a double tap versus a triple tap. Because I can see myself just from knowing how I operate. Sometimes I might triple tap when I meant to double tap and it'll bring up the wrong shortcut. But maybe you're better than I am and you can enable both of those and make your life even that much better. Okay guys, that's the video. Those are my top 5 new features iOS 14. If you didn't update yet, I recommend doing it. And go play with all these new features. It's just gonna be make your life easier. Have fun. Bye guys.